What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is going to be a bunch of questions that you guys asked me about the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And I'm going to probably do another part 2 to this because I think there's going to be so many questions. But I took the ones that I got today, and there's a bunch of them, and a bunch of them are very, very important. So let's dive into that, and then I'll come back here and answer even more questions. But let's get to the hands-on type of this. So let's go. Hacker's asking, can I do a audio test of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 versus the iPhone 16 Pro Max? Well, yes, I can. Volume's all the way up, and I have Dolby Atmos turned on, set to auto on this phone.
We get to it, got it stocked up, popped up.
Like a bad when she rock, girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, we get to it, got it stocked up, popped up, got a hand all rocked up. Got a hand all rocked up, like 1 carat, 2 carat, more carats. She look carrots like a bunny, got a hops up. Don't care for designer, got her own drip. Don't care for the phones, got her own. Like 1 carat, 2 carat, more carats. She look carrots like a bunny, got a hops up.
I would say that the iPhone 16 Pro Max sounds clearer. Like they definitely put, like it's bassy too, don't get me wrong. So it's like bassy and the treble's clearer. This one sounds like more low end, which it doesn't sound bad. If I had to choose between the two, is better though.
Don't care for the scenes. Don't care for designer, got her own drip. Don't care for the phones, got her own drip.
I don't know. It's funny because I feel like this might have a little bit too much treble, but it's more direct and clearer sounding, which this doesn't not sound clear, but this sounds clearer. I'd probably give on this type of song, I'd give it to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Next, we'll do a just straight up talking from one of my videos.
What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer your eSIM from your old Samsung Galaxy phone to your new Samsung Galaxy phone. So what is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer your eSIM from your old Samsung Galaxy phone to your new Samsung Galaxy phone. So let's get into this. So we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to settings.
This is definitely closer than the music. Music was pretty close, but I feel like the iPhone came out on top. With this one, this is definitely more preference, I feel like.
I'm going to swipe down, hit the gear.
But they're really close sounding.
Swipe down, hit the gear.
I'd say the iPhone's a little bit louder, but just the way they sound, they're very, very close. If you did a blind test, I don't know if you'd be able to personally tell that much, but if I had to choose a winner on this just by a smidge, I'd probably choose the iPhone 16 Pro Max, but just a small amount. I've seen this question a little bit. Can you do a 90-10 split when you're multitasking? And yes, you can. So I'll open up an app right here, go back, and I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to bring an app, say Amazon here. And if I pull this, not all the way over, but to about right there, I can go here and then just use this. There, bam. And you can even split this. I have to pull it back a little bit. You can go up and down, and you can do the same thing. Put one at the bottom, one at the top. You like bam, 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 bam. There you go. So yeah, the 90-10 multitasking does work, and it works really, really well. So no problems with that. You can swipe up or swipe down or tap, and it will do it, and you can go left and right as well. A lot of people keep asking which case I'm using. This is currently the Supcase grip case. Now, I put a PopSocket on there, but it does come with MagSafe. It's basically see-through. I already did a video on this. They sponsored my unboxing video, and it has a kickstand as well. And I love that. It's really actually really, really helpful. I'm more of a small case guy, but this offers literally tons of protection. Has a tempered screen protector on the front that it gives you on here. So that's really, really nice. If you need it, then it doesn't have a screen protector on the inside, at least one through the case, I should say, but it's covered all the way around. So, if you want a bulky type case, this is great for you. And then, like I said, I did add a magnetic PopSocket. Is official. I'll link both of these down below if you want to pick either one of them up. But the PopSocket allows you to stand it up as well if you want to, depending upon how you're going to do it. This case is a little bit, I don't think you can stand like that with it. It can like that, but yeah, otherwise it allows you to definitely hold. It's not going to fall off, you know, even though it's magnet. The magnet's really, really strong. So that's really helpful. And obviously as you get more MagSafe cases, you don't have to worry about any sticky parts. So it just sticks right to it. So that's really nice. As for a screen protector, it doesn't seem like the front one has one at all. I dug my finger into there. I don't personally see one. The main display definitely has one. I can definitely peel it right here. I can even feel it. So the main screen does have a film screen protector. The outside does not. So if you wanted one, you might want to buy one. Otherwise, yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at for this if you're curious about it. I do want to mention, I'm going to do a separate gaming test, but I do want to let you know that there is no vapor chamber cooling in the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Reportedly, it uses graphene sheets, which perform even better or equal to the Galaxy Z Fold 6's cooling. And I don't think you need to worry about it too much, but I will do, again, I'll do a performance test, a gaming test on this with some AAA games, not just like little word games, like AAA games, to tell you if it gets really hot and it overheats or anything like that. Now, someone asked me if the Pixel 9 Pro Fold front display is wider than the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And I mean, I could look up measurements, but just looking at this, I kind of want to say yeah, but at the same time, when I put these on top of each other, I don't really notice much of a difference. They look really, really similar in terms of the size. And the Pixel has a bigger bezel. So I'm going to say no to that one. I'm even going to show you the keyboard. Here's the keyboard for both. Do you think one looks bigger than the other? When I look at it, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Pixel looks a little bit bigger, but I mean, I don't know. When I look at these, maybe not really. I mean, this is curved. So, I mean, display size, no, it doesn't really look all that. So, I mean, I don't know. One's curved, one's more rounded, one's squared off. But when I look at these, one doesn't look overwhelmingly bigger than the other. Does the Galaxy Z Fold 6 have better sound than the Galaxy Z Fold 7?
She like a bad when she wild. She get to the cash when she.
We get to it, got it stocked up, popped up, got a hand all rocked up, like.
Yes, she like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it.
1 carat, 2 carat, more carat.
The volumes are very, very close. I personally can't tell the difference. If the only difference I feel like I can tell is that the Z Fold 6 has a little bit more low end, but they're very close in terms of how do they sound. Another question I keep getting is, does a stylus work on this display, on the front, inside, wherever on here? Because they removed S Pen support for the Galaxy Z Fold 7. I have some pens coming that I'm going to try. I'll make that a separate video, but I can't see why it wouldn't work. Those pens with like the rubber ends, they always usually work on any kind of display because it mimics the actions of your finger. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to bring back all those S Pen apps that you can get on, for instance, the Galaxy Z Fold 6. It's not going to do that, but will it work with signing a contract? It should. Again, I'll test it. Controlling the phone, all those kinds of things, yes. But it's just, I have to wait for it to arrive. It should arrive later today. But as of right now, I don't see why it wouldn't. Is there a gap when it's closed? So here's the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And, you know, do I see a gap when it's closed? Not really. Let me look at this closer with my own hands. I don't notice it. It seems nice and flat to me. I don't know. Maybe you guys have a different definition of being flat. I mean, it's a little bit of an opening there, but like it gets, I don't know. No, I would say no, but I know someone's gonna be like, oh my God, there's a gap. It doesn't, I mean, I don't know, maybe like right there, like I said, but looks pretty flat to me. What do you guys think? I guess it's gonna be more, not an opinion, but I think it's flat. Here's the Z Fold 6, and it has that similar type of thing where it's kind of like, it's flat, but it seems like it's thicker up here and then gets progressively thinner as it goes down. So I wouldn't say it's any different than the 6. Here you can take a look. Here's the 7 on right here, and then the 6 is on the left. I think they're made the same in that regard. What do you guys think? Let me know. I already showed you the case that I'm currently using. I do plan to get something skinnier, but another person was asking, can I do a video on the MagSafe cases for the Fold 7? I will, or I should have some cases that are Fold 7 MagSafe. I don't plan on doing a whole bunch of them. Also, people just asking about cases in general. We review this case, that case. I'll look at it if it seems interesting to me, like someone's asking about the Taurus 360 S Pen case for the Fold 7. I'll try if it seems interesting to me. I have to look it up though. Battery life is a big one. How good is the battery life? Now, I've had my SIM card in it for about a day now. And before that, I was just like, not randomly, but I was really using it with both my phones. Like if I had a text or something or a message, generally I'd go over my Fold 6, but everything else, I would look at my Fold 7. And my Fold 7, I was taking pictures. I was just using it for a lot of intensive tasks, watching videos, things like that. And the battery life definitely lasted longer than the Fold 6. Two biggest things that I noticed about the two phones, the Fold 6 versus the Fold 7, is this Fold 7 is continuously fluid and smooth and fast, whereas my Fold 6, older, a lot more updates already installed on there, did have some issues with not being the smoothest at all times. Now, this could have that same problem, but super smooth. And then again, battery life, again, and I'm logged into basically all my apps and I have everything running on it. So I would say as of right now, I know it's really early. I'd say the Fold 7 has better battery life by a lot. I guess I would say at this point of the time of the day, I'd be dead. The battery would be dead. This one still has 25% battery life left. Mark's asking why Samsung only shows the back part of the case on and not the front. Does it open 180 degrees? So if they're not, I haven't really looked at the Samsung cases, but if they're not, there are some case manufacturers that don't create a front part. I wouldn't personally go that route. And it opens, I mean, you can open it. I guess that's 90 degrees. You know, I can't turn it the other way. It only opens one way. So to answer your question, hopefully it's an answer for you. Don't get a case if it doesn't have anything for the front. Get something that has the front and the back. Photo quality, I'll show you some photos that I've taken with the phone. I think it takes really nice photos, definitely better than the Fold 6, but I will do a comparison against both phones eventually. Another person's asking me if there's a big difference between the Fold 6 and Fold 7 displays, front displays anyway. And I want to say there definitely is. It's one of those things that you feel the differences on the displays and the size of the phone when you're holding it in hand and you switch back between the two phones. I noticed a lot, but really badly so, in favor of the Fold 7 when I was at the Yankees game that Samsung brought us to. And I was switching back between the phones, looking at my notifications that people were texting me on Fold 6, and then Fold 7, I'd grab it again to take photos and do everything else. And it was like, wow, this is a huge difference. It feels a lot better in your hand, the Fold 7. It feels like better quality. The displays feel a lot bigger in a good way. So when I'm going to show you these side by side, I don't know if again, it's going to be something that you really want to try and hand. Go to Best Buy or get it in hand and you'll be like, wow, that really is a big difference. But when you're looking at it straight side by side, because remember, Fold 7 has a little bit smaller bezels, if I'm not mistaken, than the Fold 6. So you got to count that into consideration. So the body size, not that big of a difference in terms of these being on here. But when you factor in slightly smaller bezels and a bigger display, that's where you see the differences between these two phones. You know, it's a little bit taller, a little bit wider as well on the Fold 7. Here you can look at the two keyboards as well. I'll just get you closer right there. And there's a difference on the Fold 7 being a little bit bigger. It's big enough to the point where when you're using it, you're like, okay, yeah, it does feel different. And I've kind of showed it in a previous video, one of my first videos about this, so you can go back and watch that one. But otherwise, yeah, it's not as massive a difference as like going from I'll say like a 16 Pro Max or whatever, S25 Ultra, for instance, to like a phone from way back in the day. It's not that big of a difference. It's definitely noticeable though when you switch back and forth. I think his name's Hans, it's a little bit small in here. It's saying, can they remove the inner screen protector, just like the Fold 6, or does it break it? I don't think it'll break it. I haven't taken mine off. It says not to, but I don't think it's going to break it. And if it does, you probably should be able to get it replaced or fixed. I know some people are going to say you can't. Some people say you can't. I've done a video on this in the past and it's been fine. I've removed mine and my phone broke in the past and they put a new one on and fixed whatever was wrong with the phone. The rip of the screen protector didn't break it. It's just the main screen broke at the time. But as of right now, I don't think it's going to break the display if you do it. Is the 16 gigabyte version worth it? That's tough. So far, this one has been super smooth and super fast. They didn't give us the 16 gig version. They gave us the 256 gig storage and 12 gigabyte RAM. So I couldn't tell you, yes, it's definitely worth it. But I know that with the 12 gigs of RAM, it's super smooth and super fast. So I can say at least that much. Does the Fold 7 have any extra AI features that the Fold 6 doesn't? As of right now, I haven't personally noticed any. You might know some that I don't, but I didn't see any that stood out to me that really made any difference. So I'm going to say no to that. When is the Fold 7 arriving, since I pre-ordered on July 9th? So eager to have it. You should get it the 25th, but definitely before that. Usually what happens is the 25th, if I believe it makes correct, it's a Friday. You'll get it. You should get it anywhere between, I would say, the 18th through the 22nd of July. Another person's asking me if the aspect ratio of the inner display when using social media apps, is the software better optimized for them? I haven't had any issues with that stuff. Like when I go in here and I use Instagram, for instance, like it looks great. It has the menu on the side and everything is fine. I look at a video or a photo, everything's completely fine for the most part. I mean, I guess this is cut off. I guess that would be one of the issues with it, because it's not cut off, I think, when you look at it normally. But otherwise, everything seems fine to me. Or when I look at Twitter, do I have any issues? No, I don't. Everything looks, again, completely fine. So those are the questions that I gathered from you guys. If you want to pick up the Galaxy Z Fold 7, I know it's getting a lot of, like, I guess it's hate, you know, with the main things being the battery didn't grow. Okay. You're right. Yeah, everything you guys are saying is right. The battery didn't grow. There's a camera on top of the display, and there's no S Pen support. And I've gone through this battle with you guys back and forth, but yeah, I have been thoroughly happy with it. Thoroughly. Now, there's always going to be people that are not happy with the device, but for me, myself, I'm very happy with it. I've been enjoying it immensely, and it's been very, very fun. And as of right now, there's not a lot I don't like about this phone, if anything. Battery life, obviously, I would like tons of battery life. Beyond that, though, it's been awesome. It's been really, really good. I've been loving the cameras, and the thinness is a nice add. And now I just need to get a thin case with it and all that stuff. So let me know your thoughts. If you have more questions, please put them in there. I will happily do another video about this. If you guys have more questions that I'm not answering or haven't answered, or you haven't seen somewhere else. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.